Hi everybody, my name is Deepak. Today we will discuss about static route configuration in different way on Cisco router and switches. And there is a lot of the way that how we configure the static route on the Cisco router or switches. The some way only work with the Cisco routers. Some four way today we will discuss about that. That is the next of address, the exit interface with the permanent keyword, static route and with administrative distance. Then the fourth way that to configure the static route on the Cisco switches and router. And let's we are going to lab. You can see there the three routers there, R1, R2 and R3 router is there. Now R1, R2 is already configured router, and R1 is some basic configuration as done. We need to define only static routes because today we are discussing only the static route configuration. For the meanwhile, I will show you the configuration on the router. Excuse me. So, oh, sorry for that. It's some mistype. Here you can see this is the right. You can see the fast Ethernet 0/0. This is the interface. I configured the IP. Nothing is configured, no routing protocol is configured, nothing is their configuration. And if you are going to check the R2, then I configured some routes and other things because this router is predefined configuration. You can see, and this is the interface configuration is there, and there the two route is configuration there. I will tell you later that how I will configure then and how we can configure the same thing. I configured on the R3 also. You can see there is I configured two static route, the two different exit interface. The both of the router R2 and R3 configured with the type of the exit interface. So we are going to configure the next of IP address. Okay, when I'm going to open the console cable, okay, and let's see, I'm trying to ping this network, ping 192.168.2.1. let's see, let's wait for a few seconds. Let's see, we are getting the RTO. Why we are getting RTO, I will show you with the complete detail. If you are checking the show IP route, okay, this network is not in routing table because I didn't configure any route on R1. Okay, if you want to check that, okay, yeah, excuse me, I configured one command as a logging console, and now I'm trying to ping 192.168.2.1. Hi, you can see that IP network is 192.168.2.1, and this is the debugging is already enabled. You can see we enable the debug here, debug IP packet, and I was running a command is logging console because I want to see the debug on the live network. So there you can see on that debug command that package is there. Source is 10.10.10.1 and destination is 192.162.1. okay, and reason is unroutable because the route is not available. Okay, just I'm going to configure a first way for that the next of address. Okay, first we will define the next of address through the 192.168.1.1. then we configuring that command is IP route and destination subnet. Destination subnet is 192.168.2.0 and destination mask is that .0 and the next hop address. We are going to configure with the next hop address. Then what is the next hop address? On the switch you can see we are going to configure with this interface fast Ethernet 0.1. The next hop address is 192.168.1.2. Why 1.2? Because 1.2 is configured on this interface. The next hop address. Okay, I configure it. Okay, now we will check that. So IP route. Now you can see this is the now subnet is in routing table, and if you will ping 192.168.2.1, you can see it's reachable, and we got 80% success because it's not covering completely. Okay, I'm showing here this package is done and this 80% package is there, because for the first time it takes us some time to learn our app and all other process, and after that you can see destination is there. It's out from the fast 40 open routed by FIB. Okay, you can check there all. It's successful, and now you will check the SO IP route again. Then you will find the SO IP route here. This is the SO IP route. Okay, I'm going to undebug. Configure the command is undebug all possible debug has been stopped, because now we are going to test the next thing with the exit interface. How the exit interface will work? Mostly we will configure the exit interface when we are getting the IP through the DHCP. Suppose that DHCP server is running on R3 and I'm getting the IP on the interface fast Ethernet 0 on on interface fast Ethernet 0/1 on R1 through the DHCP which is running on R3. So that time we will because we don't have any static IP with us, and we don't know about the next hop address. Okay, that time we will configure the exit interface. So all rest of things will automatically decided by the router and routing table FIB, but it's not recommended because it utilizes the more resources of the routers is CPU, RAMs. So it's not recommended in mostly if you have the complete details with you, means you have the next hop IP address and next hop subnet and next hop IP address also, then you should be configured with the next hop IP address. How we will configure that? Let me check. First we will remove the routing tab route which we configured previously. For remove this no IP route 192.168.2.0 255.255 sorry 255.0. okay, we remove the route. If you want to check now, I will show you. So IP route, you can see now the route has been deleted from the routing table, and if you try to ping right now 2.1, you can't be reached there. because the route is not available in the routing table. You get the same error is in the routable error in the routing table. So I'm going to configure with exit interface. Command is same, IP route 192.168.2.0. this is the remote subnet and remote subnet mask. And now we are going to configure fast ethernet 0/0. Previously we configured fast ethernet 0/1. Now we are configuring the fast ethernet 0/0. You can configure it with fast ethernet 0/1 if you have the complete route in your network. Okay, I have the, you can see I have the route from R1 to R3, R3 to R2, and back R to R1. Okay, I have the redundancy of the network route in my network, so I can configure the anywhere. But you should check your router configuration, your network configuration, and routing loop also. If you check right now, then you can see it will take some time for the first. Previously seen that. Yeah, you can see this is the 60%, and if you try to ping next, we will get the 100% routing table. And how it's exit, I will show you. Debug IP packet. You see, I will show you complete. You can check that. Source is fast until 0/1. Okay, its destination going to the fast until 0/2. The previously example, when we configured with the next hop address, it's showing the next hop address and sub interface also, but now it's showing only fast ethernet 0/1. Okay, now I'm configure again and debug all. Okay, and now I'm going to check so IP route. Check that. Now it's showing this is S for static route. Be careful, this S for static route. Okay, and you can see this. So it is directly connected to fast ethernet 0/1. Why it's that direct? It's why it's showing the directly connected, because we configured with interface, exit interface. We didn't configure with next hop address. If you configure the next hop address, then it will show the next hop address instead of directly connected. Okay, now I'm going to remove again this route, because we are going to see the next example. 2.0 255 255 2550. Okay, the third is permanent keyword. How permanent keyword is working? How permanent keyword is working, let's show you. Okay, you can easily understand with next the exit interface route which we configured previously. I configured the same thing. Okay, now I will show you something. So IP route, if you will check here, the route is available in routing table. Okay, and if you will show the show run command, you can see we have configured one route here, which is this. Okay, it's going exit through fast ethernet 0/1. Okay, means through this interface. Now what I'm doing to shut down the fast ethernet 0/1 interface, fast ethernet 0/0, and shut down. Okay, you can see that the interface has shut down. Okay, now if you check the show IP route, the route is not available in routing table, but it's available in configuration. When your shutdown will be come again, then you can see the route in routing table. But right now the port is shut down, so that's why the route is not available in routing table. Okay. Sometime it will create when we configure some routing in your network, EGRP, BGP or OSPF, that sometime we need to configure the permanent keyboard, because if interface goes down, it's chance to make some looping in your network as per configuration. I will show the demo in the next video with the EGRP and OSPF. But now I can check with the permanent keyboard, that's how its permanent keyboard is working. So first I'm going to run the no shutdown command to the interface fastness 0/1, and again I'm going to check. You can see the fast Ethernet interface has come up. So IP route, you can see the route is initialized again in routing table. What happen if I will configure the same route with 192.168.2.0 with permanent command? Okay, I'm going to configure here 192.168.2.0 255.255.0 fast Ethernet 0/. We are going to configure with 0/0 permanent. I'm sorry. Yes, I configured with permanent command. Okay. Now we are going to show IP route. The route is available in the routing table, and we can ping. It will take some time. Yeah, you can see the ping is successfully. Now I'm going to shut down the interface. Fast Ethernet 0/0. Set. You remember that previously when I was shut down that command, the route was deleted from the routing table. Again I'm going to check. You can see the route is available right now in the routing table because we configured with permanent command. And if you're trying to ping, the ping will not successfully because interface is down. Okay, you can see you didn't get any reply, the 100% failure. Next I am going to configure no shutdown command on the fast Ethernet 0/0, and I want to check the routing table again. You can see the logs. So IP route you can check. Right now the route is also available in routing table. Ping the routing desktop. Yeah, we got the reply from the 202. This is the difference between permanent command and non-permanent command. Okay, we see the fourth and third one. We are going to see the static route and administrator distance. Sorry, this is node and this is with. This with static route with administrative distance. How we are configured that? You know the default administrative distance for the static route is 1 and the connected is 0 and the static route is 1. Okay, so here I will show you something. So IP route command, the routing table is available. First I will configure delete the permanent command, IP routing command. Okay, no route is available on the system. Okay, I'm going to configure static route with administrator distance. Why we will configure? You can see there the two link is there. One is R1 to R2 and second is R1 to R3. Okay, when we are using the two link for the same distance, okay, you suppose that this link is fast Ethernet, and this you suppose that this is like R1 to R2 is more faster than R1 to R3, or the hop count is minimum between R1 to R2. If the traffic will be go through the on 2.1, which is configured on R2, if the traffic will be go through the R1 to R3, R3 to R1, then its hop count is increased. So we don't want to use this type of the solution. I want that my all traffic will be go through R1 to R2, and if R1 to R2 is down, then it will go R1 to R3. So how we will configure that, I will show you. IP route 192.168.2.0 255 255.0, and we are going to configure with next hop address. Okay, so first route I will configure with 10.10.10.2. okay, I'm not going to change the any sort of administrative distance. Okay, the next route I'm going to configure with 192.168.1.2, and I'm going to administrative distance is 2. I will show you something. What is the difference between this and this? You can see this is the next hop route, next hop at network subnet and mask, and this is the next hop address, and this is the next hop address. The first one 10.2 is on R2. You can see this is an R1 to R2, and this is R1 to R3, and this last two, which is one extra word in second route, is administrative distance. If you'll check the show IP route, then you can see only one route is initialized in routing table, because by default routing table will initialize the only one route for every distance. This is the best route, and how the best route is calculated, this is the method is there. First check that the subnet prefix, and after that check the AD value of that route AD value. You can see because 2.0 is 10.10.2, it's because it's going to R2, because the administrator distance by default administrator is 1, and the other one we configured is 2. So that's why this is the reason. And now I want to ping 192.168.2.1. I got the reply. You suppose that my interface is goes down. Config T interface fast Ethernet 0/0 has been shut down. Okay, now you can check the show IP route. You can see now the website distance is 2. Okay, and now traffic is going to 1.2 series, means R1 to R3, and you can see ping 192.168.2.1, we are getting reply through. If you want to trace route, then trace route. See, traffic delivered to 1.2, and after that it directly hit to this interface. This is the four way which we have discussed in this video. First is the text hop address, second is the exit interface, and third is the permanent keyword, and fourth is the static route with administrative distance. If you like this video, please subscribe and like this video. I hope you like. Thank you so much.